The following podcast may contain spoilers.
Hello and welcome to They Made Me Watch It, a weekly podcast where we dissect a show that one of us has never watched. This is season 2, and following the MCU theme, we are reviewing The Falcon and the Winter Soldier as it comes out. I am Yari, and I'm joined by Max.
Hello.
And Adrian.
Hello.
If you want to reach out to us, we do have an email address, which is theymademewatch@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter at theymademewatch. We also have a Patreon, so if you like the show and you want to support us, you can head to patreon.com/theymademewatch it, and you can also support the show for free by leaving us a review on Apple Podcast. Welcome, guys, and happy Easter, because we're recording this on Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter to you too. And to you, Adrian. To everyone.
Happy Easter, guys.
And to the listeners, even if it will be a couple of days later. But
Well, that's how dedicated to the cause we are, recording on Easter Sunday.
Well, the chances are, because they've eaten so much chocolate or binged out, whatever, they're probably going to be, when they're listening, there'll be more listeners because they'll be so stuffed they can't move. So they might as well. That remote control's too far, but they've got their phone. Let's listen to that great podcast.
Exactly.
They made me watch it.
very good.
Right, guys?
How you doing,
I
guys?
agree.
Had much chocolate so far? I had a bit.
I had a little bit. I did a little Easter egg hunt as well for my girlfriend. Yeah, that was fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, I deliberately, one of the clues led her to my coat. But in that pocket I put, no, not this one. So I knew she'd go for that one. So I deliberately put one in another pocket, in a different coat. So I was like, yeah.
Very creative.
So that was fun. Yeah, what about you guys?
Sweet. No, nothing exciting over here.
Adrian is sadder and sadder every week.
Eating chocolate on a Sunday, that's every week. No?
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, it's not Easter.
And you, Yari, anything?
Yeah, my girlfriend made a little hunt for me yesterday. No, on Friday. Was it on Friday?
God.
Yeah,
No,
a
I'm
bit
feeling
early.
like I should have done something.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes it could be a hunt for your keys when you're leaving your house, like if you can't find them.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
that's an
I do that
idea.
anyway, but there's no clues.
It's just no cues, no clues, and you get more annoyed. No one gets annoyed at Easter.
Yeah.
But if you've lost your keys and looking for them, you get annoyed.
Yeah.
And when someone says to you, "Have you checked everywhere?" Obviously, you haven't, because
But you say that you have. You think that you have.
Always answer.
yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, should we talk about the new episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I think that sounds like what we're meant to be talking about. I think so.
More appropriate, yes. Okay, so what did you think, guys?
Well, I liked it. I think I'm liking it more and more. Liking every episode, liking more than the previous one. What about you guys?
Well, I quite enjoyed it. It's moving quite a fast pace now. It started because obviously we know it's only, I believe, it's 6 episodes, and the first 2 it was more about setting out what the series is about. It felt like, and this one they've moved it along quite a lot, and obviously reintroducing a few characters as well. I thought it was, I enjoyed it, especially seeing more of some characters that we didn't see very much of or too much of in the actual films.
What about you, Adrian?
I don't know.
It's like less and less. So we started pretty well.
The first episode was good. The second one I got less interested in. Now it's sort of come back, but it's not as good as the first one. I think a lot happened, as you said, in this one. And
There's barely a fight in this one.
I mean, it's not even about the fighting, really, now. It was just when all the Avengers stuff was happening. That was a lot of the fighting. So it's just... yeah, I don't know. I think it focuses almost too much on these two guys.
Wait. No, this is, sorry, because you said that last week.
What's that?
That, I want to see the sister, I want to see this, I want to see that. They focus too much on this two. And then during the week I was thinking about it. I remember what you said. And then I was like, yeah, but, the show it's called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, that's true. But it's like this episode, for example, the two of them, it's almost like a buddy comedy, one of those where
I
they
think
just
that's what they're
team
going
up
wrong.
and yeah. Feels like it at some point. So it's. I think what I'm trying to say. Okay, and I don't know if we're cutting any of that out previously or what, but what I'm trying to say is that it's a whole big world outside of just what these two are doing right now. Torres, who was in the first episode,
Well, we got a phone call with him this episode.
I was going to say this episode he's done a phone call. Like there's a lot of stuff that's sort of, I don't know. And to be honest, I didn't really like a bit of the casting this episode either.
Okay.
I think that they're going for with this episode, they're not meant to be, full blown stories that blow you away like a movie. They're just meant to be like little series that fill the holes that the movies leave. So that's why
That's true. Yeah, a bit of closure.
Yes, that's why they're more focused on smaller things, because obviously then the movies will be focused on the bigger plots and the bigger characters and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose like it's between the two, like all the series, it's either going to end with either closure for the character or set things up for future films and things. Like for instance, WandaVision. I know Adrian, you haven't seen it, but obviously it sets up a lot for future films. So whether this will as well, or it'll be like a bit of closure for the characters, we'll have to wait and see. But
so I think you just have to take it for what it is. Don't have to expect too much, because it's not going to happen. It's just going to talk about these two guys and as Max said, probably give them closure or set them up for the future movies. That's it.
Yeah, it'll be both. There'll be closure for something, and one of them will feel good about it, and then the next thing will happen, and then they'll be after something else, which will. I mean, come on, look. I don't know if you remembered last week's episode either, but did I not predict that this Zemo was going to help them?
Well, you predicted that he was going to help them, and then
just do something for himself,
which almost happened.
It did, didn't it?
Almost, but then
that must have been when I left. So I'd written those episodes, and then someone's changed it. So.
Right. Yeah.
What does that really say about your standing in the writing of the MCU, Adrian?
I pretty much give the whole story line, and then they change bits and pieces here and there. I mean, you can change it. Because, for example, I also said that Hulk was going to come in this episode, no? He was recast. That role, Sharon. So initially they went to Hulk, and then they've changed it to Sharon. So, I mean, bits and pieces here are changed, but the overall storyline is mine.
Did you enjoy Sharon's role in this one? I know we'll go on to a bit more later, but
I feel they're setting her up as the new Black Widow.
I mean, I can see where you get it, because she fought off a lot of people by herself, and she's like, "Can you hurry up, guys?" Seriously, and they took their time still after that. I feel like they took longer after she said, "I need you to hurry up," and they didn't really care too much to.
But also, I felt a bit bad for her. She's been on the run since Civil War, basically.
Yeah.
Was she snapped, or I don't know? But either way, she's been on the run for a while.
I mean, she. I mean, obviously, the reason she was on the run is because she gave back the shield and Falcon's wings. Basically, is that I mean, couldn't she have made it look like like it wasn't her? Like at least oh no, look, they got left in the open.
Also, at the end, they turned out to be good. So why was she? But I mean, I guess she still broke the rules and still broke the law.
But it saved the world. I mean, but now obviously, like you said, they're going to try.
But Bucky got pardoned. She should have got pardoned as well.
If Bucky got pardoned, I did enjoy Zemo in this. I thought he was really good.
No, I love them. I love them three together.
Yeah, with the development of his character as well. Obviously, like I was talking before, we didn't see too much of him. Obviously, in Civil War, we saw a bit, obviously small parts. But this time we see a lot more of his character, and I thought he was really good. I really liked his.
Did he always wear that mask?
In the comics, that's what he wears. Yeah. That's why they were doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I had no idea what was going on when he pulled this mask out. I liked the bit where they got him out of prison, how it was sort of telling him the story. Oh, this is how it would happen. And then he walks in and I was like, oh, that's a quick way of saying this is how it would happen.
It's like, I give you
it's also happened.
Hypothetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And also, he's basically rich, and he has his little butler, like Alfred to Batman. That was pretty funny.
I mean, he had all his supercars. He has literally. I mean, He's a
I'm a
baller.
baron.
Yeah.
What about Madripoor? This
Well, I
That
quite
was
like
a cool
that.
place.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be based on Singapore at some stage. I thought, is it supposed to be Singapore?
I think so, yeah. Kind of like
It's linked a lot
Sokovia.
with.
So it's
It's linked a lot with the
yeah.
X-Men as well, which haven't been introduced in the MCU specifically, but a lot of X-Men. It's like where the not good or bad X-Men hang out. Basically, it's like if you know Gambit, it's like his kind of where you find someone like a Gambit, but if gives hope of maybe the X-Men popping in sometime soon. Or
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not soon, but definitely.
oh yeah, when I say soon, I'm talking like the next 10 years. Soon.
I like the city. I think they should have. I don't know what, but that could be. That was the other thing. That could be explored more. The problem was they jumped. That's what it was. Every scene was quick, and now we're here, and now we're there, and now we're next thing, and that it's moving a lot. Although it was only in the space of 2 days, that episode, I think. But they jumped around a lot. Maybe that's what it is a bit for me.
Well, it's fun. The first 2 episodes were like they were quite a slower episodes, as in like, and then this one has come quite. The story's moved along really quickly, so I can see why. That in terms of that,
Yeah,
it's like the pace has picked up quite substantially. So
yeah. And in the meantime, Captain America's hardly in this one at all. He's a couple of bits here and there.
oh, you just see them like behind basically the whole time, just trying to catch up.
Oh, also how funny was when Falcon has to drink the snake stomach thing,
Whatever that was.
intestine snake drink,
Smiling tiger,
smiling tiger.
Yeah.
in his heels as well.
But the casting of Selby and the scientist, I thought
Oh, that was rubbish.
could have been a bit.
Imagine if the scientist was Mr. Blue.
I was hoping. I was hoping.
That would have been great.
But they say, obviously, we say that they were both like the casting wasn't great for them, but they were only in it for like 5 minutes each. So I can understand why they were just. I mean,
Marvel is known to cast really famous people for really short roles, like
Really
Matt Damon.
tiny
True.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. They could have easily. Yeah, Mr. Blue. They should have brought Mr. Blue back straight away. First thing
that would have been a huge cameo, also because he was involved in the Super Serum because he was studying Hulk's body and Hulk's blood and stuff.
So that would have been the trick.
Yeah, that could have been like, but no.
Yeah, I mean that's a massive upgrade, that lab as well. So yeah, massive upgrade. I mean he'd have wrecked it if he got there. So
Yeah, trashed it.
And also
it
would have been destroyed once again, the lab, so it would have fit perfectly with the team.
It would have been so funny.
yeah. So we could again see him just finish tidying it up.
Yeah.
Explosion, and then
Marvel, you've missed out.
And it's the trick. So have there been, I don't think we even asked last episode, but have there been any Easter eggs going on this couple of episodes? The first one had a few, but is there anything happening, or we're just...
Well, most of it is whether they're going to be bigger characters. It's not the characters, a lot of them are Easter eggs.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of mention of the Power Broker here, which is a big villain in the comic. And I still
know anything about the casting?
I still think it might be General Ross, but we'll see.
Well, someone with a lot of power, whoever it's going to be, obviously. So.
Someone obsessed
It
with
could be
the
Mr.
fucking
Blue.
serum, which
It could still be Mr. Blue.
with General Ross. Oh my god, imagine. I mean, they've already shot it, but if not,
maybe
I would have started a petition.
Well, they can quickly redo those bits. Remember when Kevin Spacey got chucked out of a film? They quickly reshot his scenes. Recast him and reshot his scenes.
But yeah, so we had a lot of mentions of that. And also this, it was shown, I mean, they basically said that the person that was sending the text to Carly last week, it was the Power Broker because of the serum, so it's what we said.
So he'd ordered 20 vials from this scientist, and then she snatched them.
Carly stole them. But we only saw 8 soldiers so far, so there's potentially like 12 more serums out there.
And who's got them? We won't know, but we'll find out soon. So,
but she killed all those people. So after they went into this
that was a bit fucked up.
global repatriation council, they stole all the supplies.
But it's shown her line in the sand, where her line in the sand is a lot further than you probably maybe I realised at first. Yeah, I didn't. I thought maybe she might have like some kind of.
No, me too. I thought she had like a moral ground. She was doing what's good and what's fair in her head, but she would be fair. But she's just mental.
Yeah.
Well, it did seem good up until that point. Because even the other guy, who sounds very Australian to me, actually, I don't know if he is. I haven't checked him out yet. But he's like, there's still people in there.
Yeah, and also because right before that, there was the whole conversation where you empathize with her, like, I want to be a teacher and whatever. And then she just goes, like, kills a building of people.
Yeah. Maybe you can still be a teacher. Oh, probably you can't now, actually.
It's gone from like thinking, oh, maybe she might be a good guy in this. She's got good reasons for everything. No, she's a murdering psychopath. Okay.
Yeah.
She's the bad guy.
There's one thing that I found really funny then when they were in Singapore, what is it called? Madripoor.
Madripoor.
And they get caught and then they put a bounty on them. When they checked the bounty, it was
it in bitcoins?
1K Bitcoin. That's about $60 million. I was like, okay.
Well, no wonder there were so many after them.
That's a lot of money.
But Sharon turned by herself, so I mean, she basically.
And that little sequence felt really like a John Wick movie for like 2-3 minutes. That was pretty cool.
Is that where she throws? Is it someone throws the pole through that guy's arm?
No, that's Bucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I thought that was good.
That's part of the fight scene, Adrian.
It was different. Okay? It was. I think it's because it's different fighting. It's not like superhero guys flying around in Iron Man gear. No Iron Man mentioned this week either, guys. Like it wasn't like Superman flying around blasting laser beams from his eyes or whatever's happening. Like there was like combat, 1-on-1.
What do you guys think when Sharon left? Did she go into that car and she was like, "We have a few problems."
With that woman. Who was a woman?
Yeah.
I don't know. It made me feel like she was a bad girl. Going to be a bad girl. I think
she might be working for the power broker, because she's been in that place for so long.
Potentially she is the power broker. Well, look, I didn't want to bring any spoilers in so early, guys.
Well, I didn't think about this, but it could be.
I'm just leaving
Easter eggs. That's the kind of thing that Marvel would do. They throw something like that in just to... It's actually her.
To stuff up. Yeah, maybe. Maybe she was helping them because she knows that they're going to lead her...
Yeah, to Carly.
She knows that they'll lead her to the thing and then she'll collect it. That's how she goes to such a nice house. Oh my God, of course. Yeah, it's her. Guys,
should we just go from this moment on? Should we call her the power broker? Should we just call her the power broker instead of Sharon?
Yeah. Put a spoiler at the beginning of the episode because we've just solved it. Yeah, that's how come she got such a nice place.
Okay, well, that could be. Done. I mean, yeah, well...
Is there point us continuing the series?
No, we're done. Guys, cool. That's the final episode of Season 2. We're halfway through, but we're finished.
We'll just do one more when the last episode drops and see if we were right.
Yeah. Told you. Okay.
Haha, we were right. Bye.
So hold on. So we don't really know anything about the power broker, right?
Mm-hmm. Only speculation.
It's a mystery person.
Just checking. Okay. And Sharon's trying to get that part. And interesting. Okay.
I mean, I feel that if she wanted that part on that bed, she could have tried before.
Yeah.
And she knows all the Avengers, doesn't she?
Yeah.
This is just maybe something she's using.
She might have been trying to call Steve for ages.
It's like an old man keeps picking up the phone. He's like, "Where's Steve?"
Fine, I'll call Tony Stark. Oh.
Sorry, wrong number every time.
I mean, I still want to know if Steve is alive or not. I don't think they're going to tell us that they're going to leave it like that because I don't think they wanna decide yet if it's dead or not.
Yeah, exactly. So hold on again, because another thing that came to my mind at the very end of this episode was, so why don't they like Walker? Like I got so confused in the end because he's actually doesn't seem like he's doing anything wrong.
Well, I think because they were so attached to Steve and seeing someone else with the shield and as Captain America just did.
Well, if he didn't take it, they would have just chose somebody else, right?
No, I agree. But
So anybody. So then it made me think, like, this makes no sense why they didn't like him.
Well, he's acting. I mean, to be fair, Bucky's just like you can't even reason with him. Either
Well, Bucky's
way.
pissed because he wanted Sam to keep the fucking shield. So he's angry with Walker because the shield was being given to him.
It's been used.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
even Walker, he's being. I mean, his motives. He just seems like he wants to. He doesn't seem very likable still now. Even like when you get to know him, he just wants to like do better than Sam and Bucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but because they antagonized him from the beginning.
Yeah.
If they didn't, he would have been working with them.
They could have been exactly.
Now
it
just snapped. It was like, okay, you don't want to work with me, then I'll do better.
Fuck
than
you guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I get it. Okay, so Sharon's a power broker. Walker's okay. It turns out.
Well, no, he's okay, but Sharon is basically going to sell him the serum, and then he's going to be all like strong. There we go.
That's it. Perfect.
Well, I think. I mean, I don't know because it could definitely be, but I think it's a bit too early to drop a big clue like that. So I think they did it just to make us think.
We still have 3 episodes, right?
Usually, like in WandaVision, the bad guy was revealed in like the second to last episode. So I don't know. It could be, but Marvel is known to fuck up with the audience. So I would.
Well, because they know everyone's just going to be referencing everything that happens in the comics.
Yeah.
They know that, so they're obviously going to be like, okay, well, let's change things up a little
bit. Yeah, exactly.
And what about the Wakandan person at the end?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Ayo.
He found the what were those things?
The kimono beads.
Beads.
Okay. Yeah, he found the beads because I was like, I've seen them before, but I couldn't work out where from.
Well, they're just annoyed because Zemo's out. They're like the guy who killed their king. Like.
Fair enough.
Because earlier someone mentioned, you think Wakanda has forgiven him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And obviously,
no chance.
Yeah.
Going to be interesting holding them off. So
it would have been cooler if Black Panther or Shuri turned up, but
Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye. Yeah, but we'll take whatever we can. I think it was a really good episode. I like them 3 together, but I do believe that Zemo was going to go his way at some point.
Well, they want to send him back to jail, right? Yeah. So that's initially what I had said, right? So just to let you know.
What about how he killed? Let's call him Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue.
Yeah, I know. What happened there?
Well, because he does it because he knows that guy knew how to do the serum, and Zemo hates superheroes. So it's like, how many serums did you make? 20. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's all done. Lovely stuff.
Oh, well, fair enough. And Sharon was the sniper, right? Remember when they were jumping out and she was a sniper? Because it didn't really make that clear, and I just guessed, okay, I guess that was her because now she's here. But
I knew it was her from the first shot. I was like, oh, there she is, finally.
Yeah.
Because she was meant to show up.
There's the power broker.
Right.
Lovely stuff.
I think that's all.
Are we wrapped up? We talked about most things already. I think that's...
And now it's time for...
Right, yeah, now it's time for... it's Adrian's up, and it's where we get Adrian, who, as you may have heard by now, co-writer of all of the MCU. He's going to tell us what's coming up next in the series. Adrian?
Hey, guys. Don't want to give too much away because I want to make sure you enjoy the next week's episode. But are you ready for it?
Oh, it sounds like it's going to be big.
So excited.
This is a big reveal. Okay, so... Somebody flies into town. Who?
What town?
Yeah, which town? Madripoor? Which town? Grimsby?
Riga in Latvia.
Riga.
Exactly. Someone flies into town. A guy you may know. His name is Thor. Turns up. Or he may not specifically himself turn up, but there is an essence of Thor in next week's episode. So
Okay.
I can't tell you exactly what it is, but if I just leave it with that, and then I'll be able to explain it next week.
Okay.
So there's a Thor related, or Thor himself theme episode little thing coming in next week. So get ready for it.
Okay. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure. I don't know if I can answer them, of course, but yes, please.
If he's allowed to,
So we
Exactly.
so you told us that the call from Groot was been cut, so we won't be expecting
that
that
was a
anymore.
shame.
But what about the
Yeah.
Hulk?
Shame.
What about the Hulk that you mentioned?
Well, he was recast, remember? So it was
right.
initially Hulk, but it was Sharon. Initially that was Hulk. So
Well, so Hulk was the power broker, or
I can't tell you because then I'll give it all away.
okay.
Oh my god!
But initially we had it down as
Bruce Banner is the power broker.
Bruce Banner was actually the scientist that was going to get killed in this episode. But
So Mr. Blue is the power broker.
So can you confirm, Adrian, that Sharon is definitely the power broker then? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we want to know.
well, you'll have to wait and see. But if it's not her, it's somebody else.
Oh, that's big info there. That's
Right.
spoiler alert.
Right, let's leave it at that. Otherwise, Agent's going to spoil the whole series, and we don't want that. So thank you guys for tuning in on Easter. And thank you all listeners. You can find...
I think it's past Easter when they hear this.
Well, no, thank you guys.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, now you have to cut that bit out.
No, leave it. Leave it.
Whatever.
Give yourself less.
Let me just see who's listening to this. I'm sure the thing drops off dramatically.
Okay,
If you listen to this blooper, if you sign up for a Patreon, we have more bloopers. So we'll leave this in.
There's a lot of them.
Right, let's wrap it up, guys. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week for the 4th episode.
Exactly. See you next week.
See you next week.